Stoner Origin Stories with Demi York and B. Gutierrez.
Okay, are we ready? Are we going?
You ready to roll?
An action?
Are you high already?
No,
I am. So I wasn't
am
gonna,
too.
I wasn't,
Okay.
I wasn't gonna hate on you.
I didn't want you to get.
I
didn't
got
want
high
to get
before my tattoo.
I didn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, no, you're not. Why do you act like I'm a mom?
It's Mother's Day.
So you owe me a phrase then.
I was just giving you a little splash of motherly love from pretending you're my mom.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm. Totally tracks.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Stoner Origin Stories.
Today.
Oh, we didn't even plan that.
No, we didn't. That was
And
good.
we said it at the same time. So good.
Amy Gunn. It's like we've done this before.
we
So crazy.
just a couple times.
That was a few. Hi.
Hey,
What's up, Drew?
hi. So
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah,
Was that fun for you?
I have 13 aunts, as you guys may say, and you guys are all of them.
It's me and my
This
multiple
is big,
personalities.
This is big
cover
aunt
six.
energy right here. Just like, do you guys fuck veterans exclusively, either of you?
Absolutely not.
That's because you're from the wrong generation. If you're from my aunt's generation, one of you would. I guarantee that.
I might be from your aunt's generation. I'm older than people think.
I am too, though.
Really?
I'm 38.
Oh, I got you beat, babe.
Could you be my aunt, though? I mean, well, in
I
America.
technically
To be fair, I couldn't be. I don't think I could be your aunt. I'm going to be 42 next month.
Yeah, I mean, it would be weird if you
Yeah,
were.
it
One
would
of
be
us,
weird
one of
if
us
I
would have
was
been an accident.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most
that would have been
definitely.
Perhaps a problematic one.
definitely a problematic one.
Usually.
In my case.
My wife, happy Mother's Day. She's pregnant right now with her first.
Who's amazing. We love her.
She has a niece that's 7 years younger than her because the niece was a high school kid's accident, and my wife was a we're 40, we don't think we can get pregnant accident. So my wife is much younger than her brother who had a kid in high school. So they were like sisters.
And how old is she? That your wife?
My wife is now 35 and her niece
Okay.
is 30.
Okay.
Okay.
Ish,
Yeah.
yeah.
I love that.
That's a legitimate fear. The whole like, oh, I'm 40, I'm not gonna get pregnant, but then it happened.
Yeah.
I was an oops at 40, and my dad also had a botched vasectomy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think her dad did too.
Uh-huh. I was the oops of oopsies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also their favorite child.
Remember that cereal, the Captain Crunch?
Oopsios?
Oops all berries?
Oh
Yeah?
yeah, that one's good.
That's you.
That's
Oops
me.
all Demis.
It's all my personalities in that one box.
I have no idea why I just now put together that your name is a prefix and it suits you so much.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like demigod, demisexual, all that. Yeah.
Half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're half a demigod?
Half. Yeah. No, demi means half in French.
Oh.
It really does.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See how ignorant I
That's
just was
why
immediately?
demigod is demigod. Half
Oh.
god.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck's a demisexual then? Did I make that one
I don't
up?
fucking know. I know it's a thing.
Yeah.
I know
all
it's a
right.
thing.
Well,
Well, this is Drew Morgan.
I got us in the weeds. Hi.
This is Demi York.
I'm Demi York. Yeah, that's B. Gutierrez.
I'm B. Gutierrez.
It's a beautiful day. It's a nice Sunday. We're having a great time.
It's Mother's
It is
Day.
Mother's Day.
Mhm.
This is gonna come out after Mother's Day, or also just call your mom anyways.
It's not Mother's Day.
It's better when
anymore.
you call your mom not
It's-
on Mother's Day.
yeah. Oh, it's so much nicer. That I have a friend who only talks to her mom on Mother's Day, Christmas, and Thanksgiving. Like only those 3 times, and like it's not that she doesn't like her mom.
Oh,
it's
she's
just
a
that she
holiday
doesn't really
hero.
care about her mom.
Mm,
And I'm like,
neutral.
that's kind of fucked.
Yeah, but is her mom a piece of shit?
No, her mom. I think her mom might be a bit helicoptery. I think she got all mommed out like really young in life.
That's not good.
It's not good.
I'm not even judging your friend. It might be the mom's fault, but whoever's fault it
Mm-hmm.
is, it's not good.
Somebody's a narcissist in that situation.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm so happy that you came because we ran into each other recently, which was a really lovely surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Where'd
past
you guys
week.
run into each other at?
Thirsty Merchant.
Where?
Mhm. Thirsty Merchant.
Where's that at?
It's Valley Village.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Valley Village.
Yeah.
Just a bar with a good patio.
Mm-hmm. Just
Oh
a bar
yeah,
with a
because
good
we're
patio.
all Valley peeps, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All the good shit. Well, you like that weed. You've been holding it for like a solid 5 minutes, and I just keep staring at it like a kid that wants a Dorito.
I want a Dorito. Was that Mark?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I shoot my podcast in this studio, but not in this studio next door.
Mhm.
I can see him And it's my favorite thing to watch him lose it.
I kind of wish I could see him more because he does make really great faces while he's laughing.
He also has a dry erase board, and he'll just hold up stuff he wants me to say.
He slams it against the door here and there.
Oh, nice.
Mhm. Which we love.
Oh,
So-
it's so lovely, yo.
I'm so excited to try this weed.
This weed is by Fiore. I think I'm saying that right.
This
It's
is designer weed?
It's Fiore.
Are we fucking rappers? What is happening right now?
I don't know. Yes, I'm absolutely a rapper.
Fuck yeah.
I'm not. But
Oh, man, I got excited.
She just starts rapping.
A to the E to the B. I don't know.
No, that was bad.
It was bad.
You're not a rapper.
I'm
that's
not
for
a
sure.
rapper. Oh my God, dude. Somebody's going to put that on the fucking YouTube or something, and it's just going to be this horrendous, like, me trying to, they're going to remix it. It's going to be terrible.
Mm-mm.
And people are going to start hitting me
I
like
actually,
Iggy Azalea.
someone please do that.
That would
Iggy.
rule if somebody did that. Are you kidding me?
I would love that. I
Like
think
somebody
that'd
that
be
you're not
hilarious.
paying just puts like stuff
Content
up
out
of
there.
No,
you.
dude, I'm gonna fucking end up being like the Friday girl, like Friday.
Oh no, no one will ever reach that ever again. I don't think.
By the way, I'm sure we're gonna get into it. By the way, the Friday Girl is crushing it now.
Yeah, she's
just so
doing
you
really
know,
well.
makes like great
Is
pop
she?
music. Yeah, been around a while and like has the respect of her peers.
Like she could actually sing.
Well,
also,
then.
I think she wrote that at 17. It's like
Well,
you know,
yeah, she was a kid.
Right.
Come on now.
But
Also, auto tune did not help too much.
right. Sure, we're gonna get into it.
Yeah.
But I'm a lightweight, so in terms of keeping this going for an hour, I might hit that one more time. Otherwise, I'll just be over here like.
That's all right. There's no pressure to keep smoking.
There's absolutely no
we
pressure.
don't ever pressure anybody. We,
ask that
You also
one,
you also
Yeah.
hotbox the room, so it's all good anyway.
yeah, honestly, yeah, you're gonna be high either way.
I like it.
We've gotten pretty much everybody at least a touch high that's come on this
Mhm.
show.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah,
when they
because
haven't
James didn't
smoked.
want to smoke.
James didn't want to smoke, and he was 2 episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hit the mic?
Yeah, she did.
No, I didn't. I didn't hit the mic. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yo,
James was here 2 episodes ago, and he didn't want to smoke, but he absolutely got like hotbox.
Yeah,
high.
he was like,
Big
oh
time.
fuck.
my co-host Carmen Morales hits the mic a solid 7 times per episode.
Do you hear that?
You're
Do you
not
hear
alone.
that?
Yeah,
You're not alone.
I think it's with her face though. It's not with her.
Oh.
It's like because we're at a different anyway.
Does anybody
It's
else
like a
do,
dick in the face.
Does anybody else do a weird tick with the microphone while they're on stage? Sometimes I do this weird shake, like I shake it. Other times I smash it into my chin. Like I do weird ticks with the microphone.
I hold it like this if it's cordless. I don't know why.
You
Like an angry
hold
Italian?
you hold the mic like this
Yeah.
when the mic's cordless.
If it's a cordless mic, I end up holding it like this. I think it's because
How
I
do
can.
you not drop it? I feel like I'd fling that bitch
Well,
out of my
Yeah.
hand.
Well, I have a thing you've probably never had your whole life, Demi, which is a belly, and I rest it right there on it. And then the link, it's
You
just,
are puffing that out magnificently.
No.
Might I add?
that's just what it looks like. You just haven't looked down yet. I look like an Ethiopian child when I take my shirt off. I still have like those V muscles, you know what I mean? Because I used to be a jock, but those are the only abs I have. So it looks like 2 hands holding up a hairy basketball. It's not a good look.
Man, Andy, you lucky lady.
Yeah, dude, it's round and ready to get down.
He puffed it out. Don't listen to him.
I did puff it out a little bit to put my hand on it.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
show us the microphone.
And also, to be fair to me, I've been losing weight. It's a little smaller.
There you go.
It's WNBA size.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you look great.
Excellent
Thank
work.
you.
Excellent work.
I'm a big fan.
Thanks.
Yeah. Actually, we actually met through your wife, which I
You met at a
really
dog
love.
park?
Yeah,
Is
we
that
met at
right?
a dog park. And she was like, oh, my husband's a comedian. And I was like,
Yeah. She's
Cool.
like, this really cool, cute girl told me she was a comedian. I was like, okay, cool. Because, you know, it's like LA
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everyone sucks.
yeah.
And then the next time I was there, she was like, oh, that's Debbie, that's her. And then you were nice and you were cool. I was like, all right, I'll like go to a show or check this chick out or whatever. And I was like, all right, she's pretty funny. We can be friends with her. Because there's nothing worse than being friends with somebody in LA who's like thinks they're doing the thing.
Yeah.
But they
that
are
you're
not doing the
but
thing.
they're not. Either they're horrible or worse, whether they're bad or not. They're just like lazy. They're just like, I don't know.
They don't
living off
actually
their
want to work
parents'
at
money.
it.
Yeah, they don't go
Mhm.
out. They don't do anything. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So anyway, I'm a dick. Didn't want to give you a chance, but you were great.
You're not a dick. You just have high standards.
Mhm.
And I think there's nothing wrong with having high standards.
Well, also, my wife's the opposite of me. She's so precious and so open and loves everybody. And she's like, let's go to one of her shows. I was like, let's give it a minute. You'll think about
I'll
it.
fucking think
Dude,
about
I
doing
want to
that.
hang out with your wife, though.
You would
She
absolutely
sounds
love her.
dope.
She's better than me.
She's so lovely.
You should have had her as a guest, although she
Mm.
can't get high because of the baby.
Yeah, because
Oh.
of baby.
Baby.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to smoke in here at all today.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
because we
thanks.
can't get her high.
Mm-mm.
But no, I actually am very curious though. How did you get into smoking? What was your first time? Tell me about it.
So I can tell you about the first time, but it's not how I got into it. So I'll tell the first time story, and then I'll tell how I became a pothead later story.
Okay.
Yeah. So a little backstory. It's gonna get a little dark. I apologize. My brother is in prison and he's an addict, recovered addict, like pills and shit like that, right? And I was like so afraid to like do anything. I drank a little in college, and that was kind of it. And then I studied abroad in South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And I was like at a nightclub one night, and these fucking soccer players at the school that I was at were like passing it around. And it was the only time in my life I guess wasn't cool or strong or whatever the right word is to overcome the peer pressure.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, I can't in the middle of South Africa.
Say no to drugs.
And there was this thing going on they called it like Triverse, where 3 universities came. Or 2 other ones, and ours came in like they were on campus. We had soccer games, basketball games, probably academic competitions, parties, all kinds of shit. So for that weekend, this little town I was in South Africa tripled in size with like other students. We all got fucking laid. We all got fucked up.
Oh,
like, it was
a great time in South
one
Africa.
of the best weekends of my life. So this
Sounds
thing's being
lovely.
passed, and I'm like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
these motherfuckers, some of them came from all over Africa to go to this really good university. Some of them like came from war. Some of them's dads probably started the wars. So I can't be like, oh, my brother's in prison. I don't actually smoke weed. It's a long story, but I'm just like, all right, fuck it. Let me hit it.
Yeah.
And obviously at the time, it was the highest I'd ever been.
Mm-hmm.
I've still never been that fucked up in my life. And I'm including on acid.
Really?
I don't know if it was the moment. My friend Kenny, who was a pothead, told me later, and everyone says this, dude, there was something else going on with it, something in it or whatever.
Yeah, they laced it.
But I'm just like, I've never believed that. But I never smoked weed, so this was my only reference.
Yeah.
We got high, a few minutes passed. By the time the weed got back to me, everyone sounded like they were in a tunnel, which I think is pretty typical.
Yeah.
But I was like, and Kenny told me I just kind of like backed away. Do you know what I mean? Where you don't say
Just like
bye.
a live action Homer Simpson going into the shrub.
Yes, but slower. And like,
She's like,
are they looking at me? And they were.
Yeah, of course. They were like, who's this fucking weirdo?
So I had to go home, right? And I'm walking back to my dorm or whatever. It's like 1 a.m. I was supposed to be out. So I think I was supposed to meet a chick. Like, my night was not going the way I wanted. And I started to freak out. And I remember thinking, if I can email. This is fucking 2000 and
I can email up my sidekick. Yeah.
if I can email my mom, I'm fine. Like, I remember being like, okay, you've never smoked weed before. Chill out. Maintain.
Mm-hmm.
Just go to the computer lab because you're not going to be able to go to sleep anyway. We'll send a couple emails out. If you can email your mom, you're good. And I'm writing my mom this email. Like, hey, it's been a while. I'm answering the questions from the last email she wrote me. And I look over, and the kid's a weirdo. Like, believe it or not, there was a time, especially in South Africa, where not every college kid had a computer.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like this kid in the corner of the computer lab. It was open all night. He's clearly in there in retrospect watching porn.
Oh.
Like, he's in the computer lab on a Friday late night.
Yeah.
At the biggest weekend party of the year. And he's like, oh, nobody will be in there. So in retrospect, he's looking at me like he fucking hates me because I ruined his evening.
Yeah, you ruined his wank.
Yeah, but I didn't process, great use of a South African word.
Thank you.
I didn't process any of that. It's just like I'm just getting, and I'm fucked up. And then
He's just fucking mean mugging you like, you motherfucker. There's a stepdad who needs to penetrate his stepdaughter that I need to watch right now.
Well, this is 2001. That wasn't in yet. You know?
Oh, no,
It's probably
I guess-
animals.
Just a horse.
Yeah. Zebras over there. But so he's staring at me, right? And then I swear to God, and this is why I do think it might have been laced. I swear to fucking God, his head just kind of started floating. Like his body grew, but just his head, like his neck kind of got long.
Oh, that's straight hallucination,
And
bro.
I'm like doing
Oh
that.
my God.
And then I'm like, oh, he's been looking at me the way he's been looking at me because I'm the weirdo. Like, I remember I like ran out of there and I remember my head thinking, there's a dude in here by himself jacking off at 2 a.m. on a Friday and I'm the fucking weirdo.
I'm the fucking problem.
Yeah. And I sprinted back to my dorm room and I was like super anxious and I couldn't go to sleep. And I drank a fuck ton of vodka that I had in my room until I just passed out. And I woke up the next day.
You had to put yourself down.
I had to put myself
I just
down.
wanted to email my mom.
And I went and I met, and it's like I couldn't text. Like I didn't have a cell phone because like I think I bought one when I got there and then just threw it away. Like what the fuck am I doing in Africa with a cell phone, right? So I see Kenny like maybe the next day, maybe the day after, and I didn't even say anything. And Kenny is a pothead at this point, and he's from Philly, and he's like, "Bro, what the fuck was that shit they had us on, kid?" And I was like, what was that? You know, I didn't want to tell him I'm not cool, but like, I don't know. I've never smoked weed.
I've never fucking smoked weed. I thought that's just what it was.
Yeah, I'm starting to believe all these after school specials.
I shouldn't have touched that.
Not even once.
DARE.
So like years, so my brother started like, I don't know when he started doing drugs, but it was like definitely a problem that I was aware of by the time I was 14. So 6 years of being afraid to do anything but drink. The first time I did anything else, it was either laced or something's wrong with my brain and I can't do it. I didn't smoke weed not even one time again until I was 27 years old.
Oh, wow.
Damn. You were like,
Really?
Because it's like,
I get that because I'm an on and off smoker.
Right.
We've established that in other episodes. I'm an on and off skin smoker. So I'll take
on and off again.
On and off. Yeah. I'm
got
sometimes I'm on the wagon, sometimes I'm off the wagon. And I'm super off the wagon, but
obviously.
Right? Obviously. But, you know, like I totally get that.
Yeah.
Like, because the reason why I'll take time off of it is because I'll have a bad experience. I've had a lot of bad experiences because my mind goes out of control sometimes.
Yeah. Well, that's why I ended up quitting in my 30s was like it was starting to get bad experiences. And then I've circled back recently. So I guess I am too.
Yeah.
At that time, it was like I was a jock in college. So when I got back to the States, I went back to living with my old roommates. They didn't really smoke. I went to law school. None of my friends there smoked. In between, I went to Australia. It just so happens that the dudes I was living with weren't smokers. Like people around us. So my point is like, the only other time it came up after that was like at a music festival. And those are great places to get high, but not if you're terrified that there's a 50-50 chance you'll go absolutely insane.
Yeah.
In front of 200,000 strangers.
Yeah.
So I was like, I guess.
I'm going to actually have a crazy panic attack and fucking lose my shit.
So you go through all that and you're like, nope, not for me. I'm not doing it, blah, blah, blah. Then my wife, I move in with her, and she was a total piehead at the fucking time.
Yeah.
And
I just keep loving his wife more and
She
more.
has,
I
she
feel
has
like
one
I
of those
need to meet
voices
this
that
woman.
sounds like she's a stoner.
yeah.
But it's like she's so melodic.
Yeah.
Like
like
everything that, because she's a great singer too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played the Viper Room not too long ago, which is, we're close to there. That's why I'm pointing people on the internet. Yeah, so I live with her or whatever, and I didn't smoke for a long time. And then I started at some point like with her. And then it wasn't too long where I was a full-fledged pothead for about 6 years.
I think being with somebody who is safe space for you when you smoke, if you're an anxious smoker like me, is vital. Like, you know, if I don't feel like I'm in a safe space, and I get stoned, all bad. All bad.
Yeah.
I start sweating. It's all bad. Right? But if I'm with somebody that like I know and love and can like vibe with, I will have, God damn it, I will have the best fucking time. And I love it so much. And I have had nothing like, I don't know, I found safe space with a handful of people. And Demi has seen me way too high before.
Oh my God.
From the photo shoot.
So funny.
When we did our media photos, I didn't not inhale. So we just kept smoking to take the photos over and over again.
Yeah.
But she inhaled it every time.
I inhaled it every time. I was blown out of my mind.
Yeah, fuck that.
It was rough. But I was with her and another really good friend of ours, Arthur, and it was a super safe space.
Oh, we had so
even
much fun.
Even though I was over my limit, obviously over my limit, I was able to like let go of that because I know what you're talking about. I go through that.
Yeah.
That like, it's too much and I'm going to freak out. No, you let go of it when you're in safe space. Yeah. That's why you became a total pothead with your wife. She's safe space.
100%.
Hell yeah.
And the reason it ended, I think, is twofold. One, I've read that it's like semi-common for weed to start turning on people like after 5 years.
If you smoke too much, you can like literally just start to have like terrible reactions to it. There's actually a syndrome for it. I forget what it's called. I'll have to look it up and tell you.
My worst favorite
But-
kind of sin.
It's all fucking Christ true. And what I know someone that has it. Like if he smokes now, he gets violently ill.
Okay.
Like ill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were living in New York City, struggling. Andy had gotten a pretty good job running like this. She was like a manager at a catering gig,
Mhm.
but it was like all beautiful, hot young people. So like even that, it was a good gig, but like we were getting fucked up. I would work some shifts there, and then I was doing what's called document review, which is like the lowest type of legal work that there is. And I would get high all day because I hated the fucking job.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that stuff you were talking about, maybe not the full-on syndrome, but that was starting to turn on me. But then also, it just so happens that I developed like blood clots, and then I had this heart. There was this whole medical backstory. I was in the hospital.
Oh my God.
I had this heart issue as a result of some surgery that I had to go through. Like I had to go through a bunch of surgeries, and sometimes you develop an arrhythmia if you're under anesthesia as a young person
Mhm.
too much. So that happened to me. So they're like, we got to fix your heart. I was like, cool, but I'm poor. And
yeah.
this is
America.
right. So this was the time, if you can remember, of Obamacare. It was right before Obamacare,
Mhm.
and we were all hearing about it. They can't kick you off for precondition, all that, right?
Yeah.
So that next January, I got the best healthcare you can get just for the city of New York.
Mhm.
And it was like my premiums were like $2,000 just for me. But I planned a surgery for that month of January, and the guy who literally wrote the book on heart surgery did my heart surgery.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you guys all this because I started having panic attacks because of that heart problem. It's like one of the side effects of having atrial fibrillation was what I had. And like my whole personality changed for like a year. And pot was one of the biggest setup. One time on the way home from the catering gig, Andy was out of town, but I picked up a shift, and I smoked with our friend Arturo afterwards. And then I got on the train. He was asking me some questions, like legal questions, and we got high. I got on the train, and I remember, and it kind of reminded me, honestly, of that first time I smoked, because I'm sitting there on the subway, and I look, and there's like 4 kids. And I'm high, and I'm feeling kind of weird, and the subway's like a very small, tight location, and I'm like, I think they're staring at me.
Oh no. No.
And then I turned, we were the only ones on the car, and I could see my reflection. I was white as a ghost, and I was sweating bullets. And I was like,
oh no.
of course they're staring at me. And one of them goes, "Are you okay, sir?" And like at the time, I was only like 27. Like when you hear like "sir" from me,
Yeah,
you're
sir,
like,
or ma'am at that age.
you're like, what? I fell off the subway seat into the floor. I got tunnel vision. I'm like hyperventilating. I was
Oh my
up
God.
all night. If Andy had happened to have one panic attack her whole life, if she hadn't been, I went to the hospital. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And
Because you feel like you're dying.
yeah. So it sucks because I started with the first time I did weed, and then that's the last time I did for a long time. There were 6 glorious years of it getting me through like some of the worst days at
Anxiety.
work. Yeah. Some of the lowest points of my career. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
My brother went to prison during that time. Like, it was there for me. So I feel like I'm talking shit on an ex who gave me 6 good years. And then I'm like, yeah, but at the end, she set my car on fire. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But it was my fault,
But I did cheat on her. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sister was in prison for drugs and shit like that. So that's why I'm really weird about what I will and will not touch. Like I won't take painkillers from the hospitals.
Same.
I'm like, don't want it.
Yeah.
Like, and I had surgery a while back, and the doctor was like, you should take these. And I was like, don't want them.
Yeah.
He was like, Tylenol will not be enough. I said, I'd rather be in pain than fucking turn out addicted to Oxycontin or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck you want to give me.
I've accepted it twice. I had a broken leg with surgery, and I was like, give me morphine so much that I don't even remember this.
Mm-hmm.
And then one time,
Somebody sedate me.
Yeah. This is a fun story. It horrified Andy, but this is a fun story. I got elbow playing basketball. I was in law school, so I was on the school's insurance. So I had good insurance at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to this dentist because my tooth was loose. And I was like, I don't know if this is dangerous or whatever. And he goes, well, there's like a 30% chance it'll turn gray and you'll lose it.
Ooh.
So we can stabilize it to make that less likely. And he's, I don't think it'll happen anyway, but let me just give you temporary braces. I was like, cool. So he numbs me up, temporary braces. And on the way home, the braces like ran across the back of the top part. I have an overbite. So my teeth were bumping it. And it was bothering me. So I was like anxious, kind of doing this, tonguing it, you know? It's like, give me a script for Percocet. I borderline threw it away. Just like, whatever. I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Go home. Shit's bothering me. It's making me squirrely.
Mm-hmm.
I have a beer, you know? I just need to
We'll all
relax.
be fine. Yeah.
Have a beer. Okay. I accidentally started shoving the fucking braces higher and higher because they're just like wrapped around your teeth. They're just temporary braces, right? Because I'm numb. My mouth's numb. I don't realize I'm doing this because I'm lidocained up.
Yeah, you can't feel them.
Have another beer. I'm still doing it. Lidocaine starts to wear off. Now,
no.
I'm in a lot of pain because I have all this metal in my mouth and I've been shoving it up into my gums for an hour. Yeah. And I have issues, like I rarely go to the dentist anyway. Like I don't like stuff in my mouth.
I don't either.
If I won't eat popcorn, I have floss picks on me all the time. I can't have to like fucking go to a gas station and get some. If there's something in my teeth, I just can't fucking do it, right? So that's happening and it's fucking metal.
Right.
I guess I got to take these Percocets. Annie drives me to CVS. I go. I don't overdo it. I'm still deathly afraid of pain pills. I think I took one and it said to take 2 every 4 hours or whatever.
Yeah, I always have it if I do actually have to take them.
I took one. Yeah. Sit down, start having another beer.
Oh, Lord.
You see where this is going.
You had a beer with a Percocet?
I had 2 already. Then I drank one with it.
And then had
because because I don't do these things and I just forgot and I wasn't reading the bottle. So
okay, Whitney Houston.
Like halfway
That was funny.
like halfway through that beer, like it all starts to take effect. And I start to calm down finally.
Oh, good Lord.
Thank God, you know. All right, I can deal with this. This is manageable, right? That's when I look at the beer and I think, oh, I wasn't supposed to mix these. And because of who I was at the time, it kind of freaked me out. I was like, oh, no. Like, I poured it out. 2.5 beers. Didn't finish the 3rd beer. I'm sitting there. And this is why you can't do it. Your sister's in jail, prison, and my brother's in prison. Don't. When I tell you that was the best I've ever felt in my entire life, I felt like I was 8 years old again and like in the care of my parents.
Oh, like Saturday cartoons.
My soul broke open. I felt incredible. There was literally nothing in my life that bothered me. Not a single thing, nothing, everything except for one thing. And what was that? These goddamn braces. Annie's on the phone with her mom. I go around getting her sewing kit. She had a tiny pair of wire cutters.
No.
I'm telling you, I felt the best I've ever felt in my life except for one thing.
And I'm gonna
one
fix
thing
this
is
fucking
separating
one
me
thing.
from feeling the best any human could possibly feel because I'm on fucking heroin, basically.
Yeah, basically.
I'm on mild heroin with a beer buzz. And now I got a fucking pair of wire pliers. I can't get them on the part that I hate. So I just clip from the front every gap. And then I grab.
Do you see my face right now? I'm losing my shit.
And since I could only clip in the gaps, every wire was still wrapped around a tooth. So when I pull the wire out, it would have to go through and around.
Oh.
I pulled 4 out.
Oh my God.
Annie's on the phone with her mom. I'm in the bathroom. We had like a studio. The bathroom's door's open. I'm doing it in the mirror. Blood is trickling down my the belly we were talking about, like a ramp for the blood.
Just a water slide.
Just fucking, like not pouring, but I look like makeup in a horror movie. And Andy's like, I gotta call you back. And she just starts tearing up. Something about seeing me with all the blood. And
Who made her cry?
she started tearing up. I just started laughing.
Oh my God.
And I said something like, don't worry, baby, I'm getting them out.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
So I finished the job. She helps clean me. She's like makes me swish salt water, which helps. It hurt, but it like
It does help. Yeah, it's very good.
And then we listened to music, and it was the best afternoon of my life. When I tell you that I got that last piece of metal out, it felt better than any fucking orgasm I've ever had in my life. It felt better than the first time Andy told me she loved me. When I got that out of my mouth, God was
Nirvana.
inside me. It was amazing. The best part of this story, that was a like a weekday because I got it done Tuesday. So the next day, I called the dentist office. And I had a thicker accent then than I do now. So the lady answers, and she's like, yeah. And I go, hey, my name is Drew. I'm a patient. She's like, all right, let me look you up. I got you here. Now I'm hitting the mic. She said, cool. What's going on? And I said, I need to cancel my appointment. She's like, all right, no problem. All right, you got one in 2 weeks, I see, or 3, whatever it was. Let me cancel that. Oh, sir, those braces, those are temporary. You can reschedule the appointment if you've got a conflict, but like you have to come in and get those out. And I said, and I'm going to do it the way I talked back then probably. Oh, no, I took them out myself. Palpable silence.
Oh my God, I bet she was having a panic attack.
Boston. I went to law school in Boston.
Yeah.
This was a Northeast city girl here, and somebody go, no, I took them braces out myself. And she goes, you took, you did what? And I go, yeah. I cut them out with a pair of pliers.
What the
My wife had.
hell is going on right now?
Oh my God.
And then she said, I have to get the doctor. And then she like went, like imagine trying to call your dentist office and get your dentist to come to the phone.
Yeah.
I fucking did it. He gets on there and he's like, Mr. Morgan, she informs me you took them out yourself. Surely, you mean you went to someone else? It's fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings. And I go, no, buddy, I cut them out. He goes, are you okay? And I said, clearly not. And that made him laugh. And then we got off the phone.
He was like, I don't fucking buy it. You're punking me right now, receptionist. You're punking me.
Yes.
There's a southerner on the phone that said he cut out his own braces.
After he did pain pills. I mean, look, dude, my brother did pain pills and cut out his whole family. So, I mean, like, you know.
Oh my God.
I thought it was good. It made Mark laugh.
Mark's laughing.
Fuck you, B.
That made me happy. I relate to that so hard.
I laughed.
No, dude, no, literally.
I just remember the other time I did them, by the way. I did take my dog's pain pills during the pandemic and shave my head. But that was just, that's just my culture. You lock me in a house.
When you lock me up.
You lock me in a house that long. That went full Britney. Pain pills, head shave, call my dad.
Oh my God.
Bat to the windshield.
Tell my dad I hate him. Full Britney Spears.
God.
Anyway.
If that's the full Britney Spears, I've definitely done that. I just haven't done the windshield
Britney
thing.
Spears.
Well, when she shaved her head, she was on drugs.
She
So
was
that's
on
what
a
I
lot
meant.
of
And she
drugs.
was getting more Southern by the pill.
But that's true. That's a good point. Good point.
She said, this is why my little sister's name is Jamie Lynn.
Yeah. Yeah, just partaking of the ancestors. That's what we do. Anyway,
To write a passage.
I've got us off the rails, as it were.
It's
I know we're
okay.
supposed to be talking about marijuana.
We don't even
What
have
are you
to.
talking
We enjoy
about?
going off the
We're
rails
talking
here.
about anything we fucking
I
want.
love talking about just about anything.
Hell yeah.
We had like a deep life conversation with Rick Thorne last week. Yeah, it got real deep
Rules.
real quick.
It was
Wow, high?
It had
Yeah.
I just started sweating immediately. Can we please
He
not do
didn't
that?
No,
Okay,
Rick
good.
didn't smoke.
Okay,
Rick
that
didn't
makes
smoke.
sense.
Yeah,
I would much
Is it
rather.
out?
it is out.
I would much rather go deep on a podcast not high.
You kill it.
Oh, I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah, no.
You know what I
Because
mean?
that just leads you down a mood for the rest
Mhm.
of the day.
Mhm.
For sure. We had a blast. It was a good conversation, don't get me wrong. We loved it. But it was very deep, which was kind of a nice change pace, a little bit. We are still
Than our
silly. There
normal
was still,
shenanigans.
yeah, there was still silly goofy time in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I got so fucking high this morning. And I really didn't mean to. It was like one of those things where like I was angry about something. And so I was like sitting there like a fucking divorced trailer park mom, like fucking like chiefing this fucking joint.
Aunt Barb.
Yeah.
Anti-energy.
I have an aunt named
You know
Barb,
what?
and she
I'm here for
rescues every cat
anti-energy.
she's ever met in her life. I'm not even kidding. The last time I went to her house, she was like, all right, yeah, you can stay with me. She goes, but I have to warn you about the cats. And I was like, which ones? Like, you have so many. She was like, well, there's Walter, and he gets bullied by the other cats.
Should have warned you about
He's
that.
going to look at you like you're a refuge, but he will fuck with you while you're sleeping. And I was like, wait, what? She goes, and then the ones that gang up on Walter might also attack you thinking that you are going to get Walter first. And I was like, I don't know if I want to stay here.
This sounds like the musical West Side Story.
This is an Ari
instead of
Aster
Cats.
film with cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what Cats is about? I've never seen it.
I haven't either.
Bullying.
Do the cats come into the yard and like snap and stuff?
Taylor Swift in a cat suit. That's it. That's all I can think of when I think of that movie. It's like when everyone was like, oh, cool, we can finally call Ellen the cunt that she is.
Yeah.
Sounds good. We're all in with that. Kelly Clarkson, welcome to daytime television.
Now she's getting flack.
Oh, is she really?
Supposedly being toxic, her workplace. Apparently it's not her, but she has like a right-hand person who does everything, and everyone's mortified of that person. I don't know.
Listen, I will say as someone who works in that side of the industry, it's usually the number two. A lot of the time,
Colts work too.
A lot of the time, I'm good.
No, we
Oh, yeah. A lot of the time, everybody who is like the lead are really nice because they know that it matters that they're really nice.
Yeah.
But the number two is like, it's good cop, bad cop all day long.
That's exactly how Colts work too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm super into Colts.
I am too.
Yeah.
Did you watch that Wild Wild Country doc when
Yes,
that came
it's
out?
good.
Yeah, the Indian lady's the number 2 who's super mean and kills everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. I mean, he wasn't great.
She was, I wanted to join her cult. Like when I watched that, I'm like, that's the person I'd be following.
Mm-hmm.
One who's got it together.
The one that's making all the rules anyways.
And is going to murder you, so you need to keep on her good side.
Mhm.
Fuck him.
Fuck him. Nobody cares about him.
Yeah.
Did you see that
But I
there
would
was...
want to be him.
Mhm.
Like I would want to be in her cult, but he's the job you want.
Yeah. He has everything.
Yeah.
But doesn't really have to do as much of the work.
Yeah, but
You got to
but-
show up and talk to people for like 4 hours.
Well, you got to
a day.
have the talent. I mean, this is why it's
This is
akin
why
to
she
Hollywood.
wasn't doing it.
This is why it's akin to Hollywood. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Which is it makes the Ellen thing all that more ridiculous to me. It's like you could have just paid someone to be a dickhead.
Yeah.
I have
You
a
didn't
friend.
have to be an asshole.
I have a friend. I won't say his name, but he was the right hand man of a showrunner whose name I also won't say. And he feels like now that guy's semi-retired because he's had many successful. I'll tell you guys when we're done who it is. Many successful shows.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't get hired because all the young writers who worked under me, who now are these very famous showrunners who would hire me, I was a dick to them on behalf of my boss.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's so
Sucks,
fucked.
dude.
God damn. Dude, yeah, it's hard. I've seen some people just have to be absolute awful people to people lower than them because their boss is like, you know, not wanting to handle it themselves. And they're always like, yeah, no, like you can just deal with that. However, it just has to get fucking done. And then that person fucking comes down on them hard. And I've seen that happen to someone before where they're like, oh, I can't get work. And I was like, yeah, because you were fucking awful.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably a way to do it, but it probably takes a lot of grace to have the pressure of the actual asshole bearing down on you and then to be able to like do what they're you know what I mean? Because it's also bad for you if you get fired from that spot.
Yep.
That also hurts your career, you know?
It's a double-edged sword for fucking sure.
It's almost like this whole town's ran by psychopathic narcissists.
Oh my God. That's so wild.
So wild,
We
wild
should
country.
write papers and books about it.
Let's do a show.
Yeah. Breaking down the cult of Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's called Scientology.
Yep. There it is. By the way, Tom Cruise, if you're out there watching, you still haven't agreed to race me. I know I'm faster than you.
Do you have a thing with Tom Cruise?
No, he doesn't know who I am.
Oh,
but-
okay. I was about to say if that's a bit that I don't
It
know
is-
about, I really do want to hear
Well,
about
it's a bit. He just doesn't know about it.
Okay.
It goes back like 4 podcasts. 2 of my friends were like, Tom Cruise can fly, dude. And I was like, in a movie? Are you guys that fucking stupid? Like, one of you has kids. You watched a movie of a guy who's 5'6" running in dress shoes, and you're like, that guy can fly.
Yeah. No, did you know they can speed that shit up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made me so mad that I was like, I'm faster than Tom Cruise. And I said it not like I'm fast, but
Yeah.
like that's how unfast
that's
he
it.
is. But they flipped it on me because they're dickhead comedians. So now their whole bit is that I think I'm the fastest guy alive. So I've just embraced that. I fucking am. I was an all-state football player.
You don't have to be the fastest guy alive to be faster than Tom Cruise.
Exactly. Exactly. It's just like when I steal from Target.
He's so short.
I can outrun all the ladies who work at Target.
Man, you're stealing over $2,000 worth of shit. That's crazy.
Well, now they build cases against you.
Oh, do they really?
Do you know about that? That's why you got to move targets. You gotta, I'm all about stealing. Now that I'm going to be a dad, I have to get my kicks in safer ways, and so I've been stealing a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've only stolen like one thing
What?
in my whole life.
You're missing out.
It really freaks me out.
You
You've
can't
never
count.
stolen shit, have
She
you?
can't count how many, or she's never stolen shit.
Oh,
You can't count. You don't know how much you've stolen.
so much.
Yeah, I stole one thing. I stole one thing. And I took it back. I took it back. I stole a gumball and from this really sweet old lady who ran a candy store named Hap.
Okay, yeah.
And I was in like, I don't know, like third grade.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
felt so poorly about it. I walked out of the store and it was like one of my friends dared me to do it. And I was like, I was such a good kid. I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I literally turned around. I was like, Miss Hap, I'm so sorry. I'll do anything you want to like make it up to you. And she literally just told me to keep it.
No.
And she was the sweetest woman alive.
That is.
See, I only steal from Target because I'm not a bad person, Demi. Jesus.
First of all, I couldn't walk to fucking Target, my small town. You had to drive 20 minutes. But if I could walk to Target, I would have.
You're
Walmart.
absolved because you
Walmart.
took it back. Because you took it back, and I think you're fine. I think clearly this was like a flashbulb. Most people wouldn't even remember that. You're good.
Oh, I remember it like it was
Yeah.
yesterday. I remember the guilt that like weighed down in my chest. What's the craziest thing you've ever stolen?
I don't encourage. I want to make it clear. I don't encourage that, but steal from Walmart,
Corporations,
Target,
yeah.
absolutely.
People who have the insurance for it.
You like Walmart? That's where you go. I think Walmart's harder than Target. I think Walmart assumes their clientele is going to do it, and Target genuinely thinks it's got its head up its ass so far. It doesn't think it thinks some people come there too still, but it doesn't think it's regular day customers
We have Joanna Gaines.
are doing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me. I get them, dog. Plus, I've been working at this self-checkout line for 8 years. They owe me these fucking Topo Chicos back pay. I just broke Mark. That felt almost as good as when I got the metal out of my mouth. What do you steal? Let's talk about it. I'm so excited.
I haven't stolen for a long time,
Oh,
I don't buy
I need
that.
to grow up. I get it. Go ahead.
but I stole when I was young
Yeah.
from the mall. I'd hide it under my bed. Shit like koosh balls. Do you guys remember koosh balls?
Yes. She's like
Kids,
8. She's
it's
8.
toys. It's toys.
Yeah.
It's a toy.
Okay.
It's a literal ball made out of rubber bands that were cut and they fan out.
Oh, okay. I have seen one of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called a
I'm
koosh
excited.
ball.
Yeah.
Koosh ball. Which
I
sounds like
remember
a very
stealing
dirty
one of
sex
those.
toy.
I'd steal toys and shit from the mall when I was young. When I was like, probably like 6th grade, like riding my bike to the mall.
Yeah.
That age. I got older.
You stole a car.
Older went to
Stole a woman's husband.
I did
went
that.
to just shoplifting.
Yeah.
Way more shoplifting.
Sure.
And then I started working retail.
Mm-hmm.
Did you run a scheme?
Retail jobs.
I'm so fucking hype right now. Don't you tease me. What'd you do? How much?
Oh, probably hundreds of thousands from
Fuck
multiple,
yeah.
Oh,
multiple,
shit.
multiple
I'm so
stores.
hyped right now, dude.
Multiple
Let's do a
stores.
spin-off podcast about stealing.
Stealing.
Multiple stores.
Which ones?
Oh,
Statute of limitations. You can
I
say it now.
had so many retail jobs. I lived near a mall.
Were you getting fired because they suspected you?
Oh, no. I never got fired for
You
stealing
left every
once.
time?
I never got fired for stealing
That's
once.
the key. You left before anyone could catch on.
Or
That's the
I would
key.
get
Favorite
fired for
aunt.
something stupid, like she'd come in late all the time.
That might mean they suspected you and they just needed a thing.
Maybe they did, but I never.
You're the reason they have bag checks now.
One of my jobs, after I had left,
Yeah.
did an inventory like 2 months later.
Yeah.
After I had left the store. And the major company of that store
Yeah.
did a huge like shakedown on their entire retail system because the store that I had worked at had lost so much
You
inventory.
stole so much
I-
shit. You implemented policy.
That's what I was about to say.
What?
I casually asked if you ever stolen, and now we're getting policy shifts.
Oh my God.
I was a manager. Fuck everyone.
This rules.
Burn it down.
Oh man.
Burn everything down.
Except for small people.
This is great.
I have not worked retail in a very long time. But
now the companies give
I
you
worked-
shit. which
I
is
wanna
great.
Mark's in
say
there
I worked
locking
in-
up
I worked
fucking-
I worked it. The police are coming. Whatever. We don't.
No, I mean he's
care.
locking up the mics, strapping everything
Did
down.
I touch it?
No.
Oh fuck.
I'm saying because you're gonna steal it.
Oh, I'm
We got-
high as shit.
We got high.
Sorry.
You're good, dude. You're a hero of mine.
That's amazing. How did I not fucking know this about you? God, I
I
love doing this
also-
with you.
participated in some auto things.
Erotic asphyxiation.
Yeah. Automotive adventures.
Stealing cars.
Fast and Furious.
Some of that. Also some of we totally ran a scam, me and my homegirls once, where we would like fuck, I can't be talking about this shit.
Oh my God, yes you can. How long ago was it?
Oh, probably 15 years
Statute
ago.
of limitations.
Statute of limitations
Definitely passed.
is definitely passed. Most likely, it's been on the state and the
I
crime.
know.
Also,
We'd
this
be
is
cruising around
entertainment.
Salt Lake
This is
City.
entertainment.
We'd be cruising around Salt Lake City.
You're
All
making
right.
this
And
up.
we were like hot little mamas because I used
Hypothetically.
to be, I'm
Yeah.
still a hot mama, but I used to be a way smaller hot mama and giant titties. And so
Yeah, them
I was
giant titties out
there,
in Mormon country.
Out there in Mormon
You were-
country.
that's probably the
facts.
crime they get you
Like,
for.
Yeah, I mean,
The Utah authorities
So,
will probably come get you for
we'd be
that.
cruising
You can steal my
around-
car, but you better put them titties away.
This woman was driving in the early 2000s? That's against the law.
We'd cruise around, we'd pick up these boys, and all these boys in Utah, it was a big thing to have like a really big sound system in your car.
Hell yeah, everywhere.
Like hundreds of thousands of dollars were in these guys.
oh,
sound-
okay,
sound
different. Not what I
systems.
thought. Yeah, wow, 100. Okay,
Well, they save all that money on clothes since they all wear the same fucking button-ups every day.
and also she's stealing all their clothes and giving them to them for free.
It was a big deal in Utah to have like a sound system. They
No,
had
we
all these like
believe you.
sound warehouse shit and
We
all
just
that
didn't think you were going to say that number. That's high.
shit. Yeah.
Sorry, finish your story. What crimes were you guys doing?
Well, we'd meet these dudes, and then, well, unbeknownst to my friend who would pick most of them up because I would just be whatever. I'd get all their information. I'd find out where all the guys lived. So we'd just hit their houses and rip their sound systems out like
Of the
night
car?
after night after night. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Of, like hundreds of cars.
We could literally make a movie about that.
No, please don't. I don't feel like I've told anybody this shit in a very long time. The people who
You're a different person now.
oh, 100%.
But it's a
Oh,
great
yeah.
story. It's a phenomenal story.
That's called growth.
And it's also like $100,000 system. It's like either they're rich or they stole it.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
rich.
So it's like,
Trust me, Utah's wealthy areas are
Yeah.
fucking wealthy areas.
okay.
Yeah.
A lot of those places also were like dudes that would have like they'd either own those companies or they'd have like their cars would be sponsored because they were like racing type of shit or whatever else. So
I love it.
fuck it. I had no shame.
No,
I had
why would you have shame?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Lots. So when
America's
you
a hard
when you asked
country,
if
like-
I'd stolen, I was like, yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
like you were stealing somebody's
lot.
food out of
Well,
their mouth.
you had that shit-eating grin on your face, and I was like, oh, you've either never, ever done it, or you're about to tell me the coolest, and you told me the coolest fucking story.
A couple cool ones.
You had a Mormon car ring thief. This is great. In my head, everyone you stole from was Mormon. I don't know why. Are they allowed to listen to music?
I want to say a lot of them were.
Just imagine them blasting $100,000 sound system. They're just blasting praise songs.
God.
Our God, boom, is an awesome God, boom, boom.
The best is that you
Great
know that
old
song
thing.
and
Like-
the lyrics to that song. I really appreciate that you were actually singing that song.
Oh yeah, I grew up around. I was adjacent to that because I grew up in one of those churches that
Bible
like
Belt.
had like a acapella, like not choir, like what they called old timey Appalachian music.
Yeah.
They'd play in piano by. They would be like, "What key's it in?"
The folksy stuff.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they'd be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
This one's in C, Dale, and he would like start playing the guitar.
This one's in C, Dale.
But I was adjacent to like the big church in town where you had to go if you wanted to finger a girl. You had to go to their lock-ins because they had the gym with the all carpet floor, and that's where I
where
first
everybody would
heard
sleep.
our God is an awesome God, and her name was Tiffany. Did you go to lock-ins?
I went when I thought I was straight and like Jesus. Yeah, I did.
I bet you were fun at a lock-in.
I did lock-in.
That's not necessarily meant to be sexual, but take it either way.
I was definitely fun at lock-in. I'm like, if like people think I'm high energy now, me at like 16 was like, if I was my teacher, I would have wanted to fucking put me down. I would have wanted to beat my fucking ass.
Yeah.
I got fucking suspended in first grade. First grade. You want to know why? You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because I stood up on top of a bunch of desks and I started roasting my teacher. Like, she went to the principal's office and I got up on a desk because she was a bitch.
You're a
and
menace.
I fucking roasted her.
You know what? This opens up a very good opportunity for me to get something off my chest.
What's that?
And now it's too late, Demi. You have never partied with me and Andy, and it hurts my heart so bad. One time, me and you half partied for like 2 hours, and I nearly died. And I was like, Andy, we got to fucking party with her one night. But you're always going out with cool, famous people, posting shit on your Netflix or your Instagram about being at the Netflix party.
Jeez,
I've been holding on to that.
Demi.
I've been holding on to that.
Damn, that feels like that's been sitting there a while.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got it off your chest. I'll fucking get fucked up with you guys anytime. We
too
had a
late now.
blast when we
Too
spent
late
those 2
now.
hours together.
Oh my God. Demi was like, we got to go to this bar. They make the drinks the right way. And I knew because we walked by 3 bars. You know, like when you're like in a good area where there's a lot of bars and you're like,
Why are
oh,
we
we're about to
still
get
walking?
fucked up. I don't know if it's the bartender's going to know us or we're about to get drugs, but we are about to get fucked up if you're making me walk by these perfectly fine establishments. No, that was half a bit. But as you were talking about being in first grade, standing on desks, I was like, man, I bet she's fun. Oh, I've thought that before, and she won't hang out with me.
I'll literally hang out with you guys anytime.
Well, it's too late now.
I
It's
got
too
to
late now.
kind of kick it with you. We ran into each other literally this week.
Now we're parents.
I know, now you gotta be responsible. After that baby comes, and you guys get like a little baby vacation.
Oh, man.
We'll have like a night out.
My friends tell me it's going to be like 2 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah, we'll find you a good sitter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fly my mom in.
yeah.
Mom, can you come to California? I got to go to Burning Man.
I gotta go get fucking plastered with my friend. We're probably gonna end up in a different country, but it's gonna be fun.
You ever done that? You ever start partying in one country, end up in another?
Yeah.
It's
No, I
good.
I have
haven't.
done that.
I did it once in Europe, but it was kind of just to say we
Just
started
to say you did
partying
it?
and then we were like, oh, we should get a train. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just hop the border really fast. It's gonna be a blast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good time. You've never done that?
No, the closest I've come to that is having irritable bowel syndrome when I left Utah and arrived in Japan.
What a swing from being the coolest felon in the room to like, no, but my belly hurt once. You contain multitudes.
I do.
I love it.
And
What'd you do in
onion.
Japan?
I did a study abroad, so
Oh,
I
that's
lived there
dope.
for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was what
I
was
would
doing in
literally
South
die
Africa.
if I was in that country because I'm so deathly allergic to shellfish, and it's in like everything.
Is that a thing most people allergic to shellfish figure out? Is that like a thing on the internet when you're perusing shellfish Reddit? People are like, don't go to Japan.
Shellfish
no,
Reddit.
No, I found out in
What, there's a
Panama City
shellfish
Beach,
Reddit?
Florida. I found out in Panama City Beach, Florida.
Okay, I want to hear that story, but what I mean is once you found out, when did you start the process that you can't go to Japan? Because that's the fact that to me is like so hilarious. Like you got a shellfish allergy, and then at some point within a year or two,
I
you're
really
like,
like anime.
guess
and so
Japan's out.
I really like anime, so I wanted to go to Japan for
How
anime
did you find
stuff.
out it was a bad idea?
Because I was like, I was running it by my dad. I was like, wouldn't this be so cool? This is gonna be so fun. He goes, you can't fucking go to Japan. It's like, why can't I go to Japan? Like my crackhead ass hadn't even fucking thought of it. Like I hadn't even fucking thought, oh, you can't even walk into a sushi restaurant. Like
Demi, have you done any research on this? Because this might be one of those things where your dad just didn't want you to go to Japan. I mean, my dad
he is
told
a redneck and he does have a thing against Japan.
and all dads have a thing where they like to lie to their kids to control them. My dad told me for years that I didn't need bug spray because my eyes were blue, so mosquitoes wouldn't bite me.
What?
Yeah.
Did he just not want to do? Just no bug spray? Didn't like the smell of it on his kids, or what?
My guess is the cost.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You don't need that. Only see those rich kids. They have brown eyes. They don't need it.
You see those brown-eyed pussies over there? Over there, just weak, inferior.
You're gonna look so good with all those little bumps. Stop it. They had character.
I figured it out when I was a teenager. One of my favorite stories is my mom. We were at a campground. I was an adult. Like I was like back visiting, and we went to a campground in our RV together. My mom was telling other grown-ups that her husband doesn't get bit by mosquitoes because he has blue eyes. And as it came out of her mouth and she saw the look on the two strangers' faces, she realized she had believed a lie for 30 plus years. My mom's never been that mad at my dad. She's like, you embarrassed me. He's like, you embarrassed yourself, Nancy. She's like, why'd you let me believe it? He goes, at some point I had to let you keep believing it.
It's like that one person who still believes in Santa, and you're like, honestly, this is so pure.
Yeah.
It's so pure. I just want you to keep loving it.
Yeah. He didn't know you were going to go tell the Hendersons next door.
He thought you had a fucking brain.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, wow. Oh, your poor mom.
Yeah.
That's also so funny.
My mom is genuinely probably the best person I know. And all it has caused her is pain.
She's like, no, someone I love told me this. Of course it's true.
Exactly.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
the amount of times I've believed really dumb shit because somebody I love has told me that really dumb shit.
Yeah. So where does the Japan lie fall on that list? Because I'm pretty sure you can fucking go to Japan. You might have to
They
like
probably
be a
do
little
have people
careful.
that are also allergic to shellfish. I would suppose, I guess.
It's like, I don't know if your dad thinks or just wanted you to believe that there's like sushi at bus stops.
It's everywhere.
The streetlights are made out of mackerel.
Actually, everyone who lives there actually wipes their hands in shrimp juice every morning.
Yeah,
And they're
she
all just
only
waiting
wants
to
me
touch
for
you.
my shrimp juice.
How did she die?
Went to Japan.
She went to Japan and got finger blasted by a guy who had shrimp all over his fingers.
Oh, my God.
That has definitely happened to somebody. Someone with a bad shellfish allergy has definitely been fingered by a sous chef. It's happened.
He told me he worked at a grill. I didn't know it was hibachi.
Yeah. At first, you're like, man, you're really getting me going. It's like
Oh my God.
kind of hot.
I can't breathe. This feels so nice.
Wait, I think I'm dying.
Wait, I can't breathe. He's actually choking you and just thinks you can't get to the safe word.
Yep. Are you a sushi chef? It doesn't smell that bad. Relax.
Oh, my God.
It's all right. It means I'm desensitized to your smell.
We offended a felon.
I'm not offended. I'm not offended at
I thought you
all.
were gonna say I'm not a felon.
You can't be a felon if you didn't get convicted, I
I thought you were going to
guess.
say you're not a felon.
Definitely not a felon.
My dad used to tell us that all the time because we all grew up playing hockey.
Okay.
My dad would be like, it ain't illegal if you don't get caught. Every
Exactly.
single time he'd tell us to like cross-check somebody.
Mhm.
He'd be like, just hit him.
Did he give you the opposite of that? I played basketball and I'd be like, that wasn't a foul. And my dad would be like, well, he called it a foul, so that's what makes it a foul.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mm.
You just have to respect it. You have to be like, yeah, fine.
Fucking dads, man.
Dude.
Oh, I'm about to be one.
Fucking. I know. I'm so excited for you. I
Now
think you're
we're
going to be a
high.
really funny dad.
Now we're high. Funny.
Yeah.
Thank you. No one said that yet. People have said good. People have said like, mostly good. Funny's a new one. Thanks.
Funny. I think funny is the best way to be the dad because everybody loves the funny dad. Like all of like your kids' friends are going to be like, oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
going over to their house.
Yeah.
Oh, they got the fun dad. He's going to be making jokes and he's going to make the best snacks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I can be a little scary to kids because I don't like them, which I know I'm about to be a dad, but like I don't like teenagers. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I'm actually that. Like I have a bit about it. I don't want to fall into the bit, but like I'm not afraid of like, oh, you're gonna be a dad. Are you afraid? I'm not afraid of the baby, but the fact that it's gonna become a teenager, yeah, I'm fucking
Yeah, I'm-
mortified.
I'm
I know like
mortified.
7 teenagers. I hate them all.
I met a woman yesterday. She had six daughters that were all teenagers at the same time.
Was it John and Kate plus 8 lady?
I know. She had 7 kids in
Octomom?
total. She had 7 kids in total.
Was it a Brady Bunch thing?
Well, she had a set of twins.
Okay.
And then she had I don't know, she just popped out the other ones. We didn't get that deep into it, but she was a really cool lady. She did the production design on Almost Famous, and I was like starstruck. I was like, oh my God, I love that movie.
Yeah, I love that
I
movie.
love that
too.
movie so much. And
That-
she's the nicest woman alive.
That movie might be my wife's aesthetic. So that lady might be responsible for the biggest closet in my house right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd love her. She's a firecracker. I met her at a bar. She just was like, you seem like fun, and just started talking to me. She was amazing.
She's just out getting drunk.
She was out getting drunk. She's in her like, I want to say early 50s.
Yeah, but you said they are teens.
Huh?
The-
No, they were teens.
Oh, they're close to the same age, but they're now grown
Yeah,
up.
they're now grown up.
I got it. So she went through hell, and that's why
Yeah,
she's allowed to be
yeah,
at
and
a
she
bar.
literally was like, I asked her, I was like, how was that? She was like, it was a fucking war zone. She was like, every day of my life, I knew I was going to have to shank one of my own kids. I was like, damn.
She is fun.
Oh, yeah, she's blessed.
Did you get her number?
Yeah.
Well, next time you ignore me to hang out with her, send me pictures.
She texted, fuck. You can come hang out with Jenny and I. You'd like her.
Yeah.
We got to introduce her to Andy.
Yeah.
She texted me this morning and she goes, I didn't realize I was a kleptomaniac. I have a pair of sunglasses. Are these yours?
It comes full circle.
It does. Oh, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me. You should get me smoked up on a Sunday. I got to go cook my wife chicken now for Mother's Day.
Where can we find you?
You know, at the house, around. Oh, on the internet.
On stage sometime.
What you got going on?
At Drew Morg Comedy is at Drew Morg.
Not like
Comedy.
the place where you put dead people though. M-O-R-G.
Yeah. The A-N wouldn't fit. If I tried to do on Instagram, Drew Morgan Comedy, they're like, nope, don't fit. So Drew Morg Comedy on all the socials. I have a regular show with Matt Lockwood and Keith Johnson called Culture Core. It was at the store. We're actually in the process of moving it, but if you're in LA, that's probably the most fun thing I'm regularly involved in.
It's such a fucking blast.
Yeah. And then I'm on tour. I tour with wellRED. When I do like theater stuff, I tour on my own and do clubs. You guys know how the internet works. If you're watching a weed podcast and you don't know how to find me based on my name, get it together.
Do better.
Put down the fucking joint and learn how to Google.
Well, that's funny too, because that was a very high thing that just happened. You guys are like, where can we find you? And I was like, what the fuck are they talking about?
I'm in a library in South Africa.
And then I realized
Those 2 puffs he took.
So then I tried to like start to do it, and I was like, fuck, I don't even remember my own at. And then I turned on the hypothetical audience member who can't find me in my brain. Like, this is what we did to me when I had to quit, is I would just like invent a person to hate and then start having a meltdown. That's what just happened. I was like, if you can't fucking find me out there, get your life together. It's like, who are you yelling at? Forgive your father.
You irresponsible donkey.
I'm a dad.
Oh my God.
Listen to me. God damn it.
Medium rare.
Don't you dare put ketchup on that fucking steak.
I love ketchup on steak. I'm
Thanks
so
for
trash.
coming on.
Thanks
This
for
was a
having me.
blast.
This was fun.
I can't wait to plan our blackout drug trip that we're going to take.
It's like 3 years from now. We might not even be alive, so.
You have a better chance.
I've gotten high at the end. At the end is when I started getting weird. I'm so glad it's over. I've made everyone uncomfortable twice in the last 2 minutes.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, we love you guys. See you later.